What if you could approach every single day with the curiosity of a child? Seeing every moment as a brand new chance to learn something amazing? Well, that's really the heart of Shoshin, a Zen concept we're going to dive into today to unlock lifelong growth.
But first, let me ask you something. What if the very expertise you've worked so hard to build is, well, what if it's actually becoming a barrier? What if being the expert in the room is the one thing preventing you from seeing new possibilities? It's a challenging thought, I know, but it gets right to the core of what we're exploring.
And that idea leads us right into our first section, what I like to call the expert trap. It's a really common hurdle that, luckily, the philosophy of Shoshin is perfectly designed to help us overcome.
Okay, let's break this down. Our world absolutely rewards expertise, right? But that can also be a trap. We risk becoming rigid, closed off, and kind of losing the very curiosity that made us experts in the first place. Just think of a seasoned programmer who just dismisses a new coding language because, hey, the old way works just fine. That right there, that's the expert trap in action. It's where our knowledge creates blind spots, and that's where innovation goes to die.
So if that's the problem, what's the solution? This is where we get to introduce this really beautiful and transformative concept of Shoshin.
Shoshin, and it's pronounced Shoshin, is a core concept in Zen Buddhism that literally translates to beginner's mind. But it's so much more than just a phrase. It's a practice, a way of approaching even the most familiar tasks with the openness and eagerness of a total novice, no matter how skilled you are.
This quote just perfectly captures the feeling of Shoshin. It's not just an idea. It's about actively trading your judgment for a sense of wonder. It's about seeing the world with fresh, enthusiastic eyes, instead of through the filter of everything you've experienced before.
Okay, this all sounds great, but why is cultivating a beginner's mind so important, especially right now? Let's get into the powerful benefits.
This comparison really highlights the difference, doesn't it? The expert mind is often closed off. It relies on assumptions, and it tries to avoid failure at all costs. The beginner's mind, on the other hand, is wide open. It questions everything, and it sees failure as a crucial part of learning. It's really the difference between being rigid and being creative.
So this mindset gives us three huge benefits. First, it's our escape hatch from that expert trap. Second, it unlocks true creativity because it encourages us to question the status quo. Think about how Airbnb questioned the entire hotel industry by starting with a simple beginner's question: what if strangers could stay in your spare room? And third, and this one is so important, it strengthens our relationships. It fosters this genuine, non-judgmental listening that allows you to truly hear your partner or your friend, not just the story you already have about them in your head.
So we've talked about the why. Now let's get practical. How can you actually bring Shoshin into your everyday life?
Let's take a look.
At work, this can be a total game changer. Instead of just falling back on old formulas, try to approach each new project with fresh eyes. Ask questions, not to test people, but to genuinely explore different points of view. And maybe the hardest one, set your ego aside and be truly open to feedback, even if it comes from someone with less experience than you.
This is just as powerful in our personal lives, maybe even more so. Shoshin asks us to really practice active listening, to actually hear what someone is saying, instead of just planning what we're going to say next. It means treating every conversation, even with people you've known for years, like a brand new opportunity to connect and understand them on a much deeper level.
And for your own personal growth, a beginner's mind is absolutely essential. It gives you the freedom to try new hobbies just for the fun of it, without worrying about being perfect. It lets you question your own routines and beliefs and helps you adapt to change with a sense of curiosity instead of resistance.
And for anyone in a leadership position, Shoshin isn't just a benefit. It's basically a superpower for building a dynamic, healthy, and trusting team culture.
A leader with a beginner's mind creates a space where new ideas can flourish without the fear of failure. By modeling humility, by actually admitting they don't have all the answers, they build incredible trust. And by staying genuinely curious, they unlock the amazing untapped potential in their team.
The benefits of Shoshin even extend to our own mental well-being. Letting go of that pressure to be the expert reduces so much stress because you're no longer defending a position, you're exploring. It sharpens your focus by keeping you present in the moment of learning, instead of just running on autopilot. And it builds resilience by helping you face challenges with curiosity, shifting your focus from the outcome to the process itself. So as we start to wrap this up, it becomes pretty clear that Shoshin isn't about forgetting what you know. Not at all. It's about choosing not to be limited by it.
It's about embracing the journey of learning, always.
And this, right here, is the ultimate takeaway. Real growth, real creativity, and real connection, they don't come from a place of certainty. They come from having the courage and the humility to embrace what we don't know and to stay open to the endless possibilities that life has to offer.
So, I'll leave you with this question. Think about just one area of your life. Maybe it's your work, a relationship, or even a personal habit where you could apply a beginner's mind. How are you going to bring a little Shoshin into your life starting today?